State Representative Jeffrey Elmore with your weekly session update for March 2nd. I cannot believe that we're already in March. Another busy week at the General Assembly. Some exciting things I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about FFA, talk to you about a bill of mine that has already passed through the House and now is moving into the Senate, and we'll see how it goes at that stage. Talk to you a little bit about the SAVE Act, and I want to give you a loose update on the movement of the House budget at this point. So first, I was honored this week to speak to the FFA Future Farmers of America conference that was held here in downtown Raleigh. Students from all over the state gathered to talk about issues affecting the agricultural industry. And I was invited to speak from an agriculture education perspective, and on the panel next to me was a senior chair of agriculture, Jimmy Dixon of Dublin County. We had a wonderful back and forth with the students, talked to them about goal setting, some of the pressures that the agriculture industry is under right now, what good things are happening in North Carolina with agriculture policy and goal setting. How do you choose what you want to do in the future? The discussion went really well. And what was super nice, the state level officers came to my office and they presented me with an honorary state FFA degree. This is the highest honor that the FFA can issue a person for my work with agriculture education in the past. So I was very honored by this, very excited, and what a wonderful group of kids. Now with my bill that passed this week, what it was House Bill 131, and this is Protect State Education 529 plans and ABLE accounts. The state sponsors two 529 plans that you can participate in to save money for college for kids. They also have what are sponsored called ABLE accounts. These are accounts that are set up for kids that have severe disabilities, meaning they can't take care of themselves on their own, especially if their parent passes away. So this is a way to save money for the child for care when the parent becomes older and may pass away. What this would do is protect these accounts, if you're a participant, from creditors, liens, judgments, if you are in a financial hardship, bankruptcies, etc. This bill passed committees this week. It also passed the floor unanimously. I think it is just a common sense thing that we can do to make sure that a kid's college savings is not swiped, or a child with severe disabilities is not having their savings that a parent is putting back for them swiped by bad financial judgments. I think it's a good thing. So we'll see how it moves through the Senate. Senator Paul Newton will be handling that on the Senate side. So very excited to see the movement on that, and that probably be a few months before we start seeing movement on the Senate side with various bills. Some filed bills this week. One I filed is something that I've tried to target, that I'm very passionate about, is increase the dropout age. What this would do is phase in an increase on the age that you are allowed to drop out, which is currently 16 years old. My fear with this is, in today's working climate, it's not the same climate that it was 50 years ago. There are not tons of unskilled labor jobs that exist, that if you drop out at 16, it is almost impossible for you to enter the workforce in any capacity. A lot of that deals with OSHA regulations. A lot of it deals with insurance regulations. It's very difficult for someone that age to directly enter the workforce. So we need to react to that with our policies. I feel like that the dropout policy is dated at this point. What this would do is a gradual phase-in over a 5-year period, increasing the age incrementally over time, so it doesn't shock the system, it doesn't shock what is happening financially with it. So that bill is House Bill 206. Very excited to file it. One of my co-sponsors, Representative Lambeth, is another full chair on the House side on the appropriations. So feel like it's a strong bill. Hopefully it will get some movement. Also, I co-sponsored House Bill 218. It's called the SAVE Act. What this would do is loosen regulations for advanced practice nursing. Uh, the reason why I'm supportive of this is as we have more medical needs, especially in rural North Carolina, this may be a way to fill some of those voids by reducing these regulations. They're called scope of practice bills, that it will help fill some of the rural healthcare needs. So I was happy to co-sponsor that, and we'll see how it moves forward. Now, budgetary update. The goal is to have the budget out of the House by Easter. I'm crossing my fingers. We're moving very, very quickly. So quickly it's hard to get the information in and be able to deal with what's called the long sheet on where to put things. So we are moving at that pace. Today, the sub-chairs were issued their targets, meaning how much they can spend in their area, and they're going to start working on the different subsets of the budget. And those are broken down into education, natural and cultural resources, all of the different areas, and the sub-chairmen deal with those specific areas, and now they've got their spending targets. So they're going to begin work on that, and we're giving them several days to work on that, and then they will report back to the full chair. So very, very busy on the budgetary side. I appreciate the few minutes that you've taken to listen to the update and look forward to talking to you next week.